often a time of cheer, and we come together as families and friends to celebrate. But this time of year can also be difficult for those who've experienced loss or maybe separated from their families for whatever reason. To help those facing loneliness during the holidays, we're actually joined by Baylor Scott and White psychologist Kenleigh McMinn. Thank you for joining us today.
Thank you for having me.
So let's start off first with how can someone cope with grief during the holidays after they've lost someone?
I think the most important thing to know is that it is okay to be experiencing grief and to be having a hard time around the holidays. Now, a lot of times I think there's pressure to kind of put on a happy face or be very cheerful or seem joyful, but that can actually be really harmful. And kind of invalidates your own experience. And so what I encourage people to do is just acknowledge that that grief is there. Maybe you can do something with your family to honor the person who has been lost. If there's a specific tradition that that person really enjoyed, maybe that's something that you bring to the forefront of your celebrations. But I think the biggest thing is just knowing that that's okay to feel that way and not trying to force yourself to put on a happy face.
Is there a certain way we can ask somebody how they're doing that can give us an authentic response, and that isn't just like, oh, I'm doing fine, or just those awkward situations where you're just like, how are you doing?
I think it's hard because there's not really a right way to ask those questions. And it's up to the other person, the person that you're asking, how they want to respond and how open they want to be. I think the most important thing you can do is just let them know that that door is open, that if they want to share their feelings with you, that they can do that. So whether that is just asking them, how are you doing? Or sometimes even just sending them a message, say, I'm really thinking about you right now. I hope that you're doing okay during this holiday. I can imagine this is difficult. Let me know if you need anything or if you want to talk. I think just letting people know that you can be a safe space to express those emotions is the best thing that you can do.
Okay, that's very helpful. So what about those that are dealing with separation from their families, or they're struggling with loneliness or isolation?
It's so hard. I think the holidays, we always think of, being together with family, but that's not always possible for people, whether that's because of traveling or work or all these different factors. So I think doing what you can to still stay connected to people with the use of technology that we have, if that's setting up a video call or a phone call, it's not going to be the same as being there in person, but still at least letting your loved ones know that you're thinking about them and that you miss them, that you want to spend that time with them. And then maybe if you are separated from your family during the holiday, trying to still do something to celebrate on your own or with kind of a chosen family, whether that's, we have Friendsgiving at Thanksgiving time. This is something that you could also apply to other holidays as well.
Okay, all of that is so wonderful. Thank you so much for sharing your time with us and your knowledge as well, Dr. McMinn.